Astronauts include been accountability behind AIC with the deceased 1980s, while area missions grew much longer. His flying care information show how more than rather than part of U.S. astronauts include informed behind AIC, particularly in his reduce backs. Up to 28% specified how it was mild to harsh AIC, occasionally steady the length of his mission statement. Real dong t enhance while they back to land's seriousness. In the first year following his mission statement, astronauts include a 4.3 times high hazard of a herniated disc. He's kind of an continuing issue how has been a considerable one in reason for anxiety, told Dr. Douglas Chong, at first writer of the new Research and Connect Prof of Orthopedic Surgical and Head of Natural Medical and Rehab Facility at College of California San Diego Public Health. So the research is the at first to get it a fair and epidemiologic specification and see at the probable mechanisms for which is departure on in the astronauts' backs. Love creature in a flesh throw lot focus has been concentrated on intervertebral discs, the sponge upheaval absorbers how sit among our vertebrae, as the perpetrator for the behind issues how astronauts person. But the new research resist to how thought. In the study, underfunded by NASA, Chang's crew observable slight to no changes in the discs, his altitude or tumescence, which they did watch in 6 astronauts who consumable 4 persons to 7 months on the ISS was a terrible degeneracy and atrophying of the support muscles in the loin, reduce, spinal, Chong told. These musculature are the ones how assist us remain erect, go our top extremities in an environmental love land, time defending discs and ligaments of tension or trauma. In microgravitation, the body lengthens, largest potential due to dorsal discharge, in that the dorsal curve flattens. Astronauts as well aren't with the brown color in his reduce backs since they aren't bender above or with his reduce backs to go, love on land, Chong told. The is wherever the ache and solidifying occurs, lot love if the astronauts were in a flesh throw for 6 months. MRI scans up and following the missions show how the astronauts skilled a 19% reduction in these musculature for his flying. Though following 6 weeks of learning and restoration there one land, they are just receive on 68% of his losses recovered, Chong explainable. Chong and his crew believe the a severe question for length-term piloted missions, particularly while examining a travel to Mars how could get 8 or 9 months fair to achieve the red Earth. How travel, and the astronauts' capacity period consumable in Martian seriousness, 38% of the shallow seriousness on land, creates the capacity for brain muscular atrophy and deconditioning. The crew's next study will as well see at informed cervix issues, where can be though more than occurrences of brain muscular atrophy and a slower restoration time. They are as well hoping to affiliate in ELS College on onboard ultrasounds of the spinal, to see at which happens to astronauts time they are on the area plant. Yoga class in area? Since no likes behind ache and brawn losing, Chung offered countermeasures how should be added to the already couple, to 3-hour exercise astronauts include on the area plant every date. Although his workout machines attention on a band of issues consisting vascular and skeletal public health, the crew believes how area travelers as well requirement to involve a mandrel strengthening program concentrated on the spinal. In supplement to the embryonic thrust stance astronauts use in microgravitation to extend his reduce behind or ease behind ache, Chung offered yoga class. But he knows how is facilitating told rather than made. A lot of yoga class depends on the effects of seriousness, love downhound, wherever a extend via the hamstring, cub musculature, behind of the cervix and shoulders are probable since of seriousness. While you shoot how, you may not include the identical gain. Any machines on the area plant as well include to be intended in high to weigh, amount and though the reverberations they could make on the plant. Compliance the astronauts wholesome and fit is the low they can do, Chong told. While a team comes behind, they say on one party of the area plant, they see the nice dark blue earth, he told. All they conduct expensive to them is on the brittle slight earth. And they see out the some box and fair see infinite stretch off in the black, and they go behind in a various feeling of themselves and his location in the world. All of them are devoted to promoting area expertise and manufacturing increment stairs striker in any way they can for the following team.